if you believe that you're going to fail or that you cannot overcome whatever that problem behavior is because it's too hard not to go without doing the behavior, then you have consciously given yourself a reason, an excuse not to stop or reduce the behavior because you don't believe that you could do it anyway. So you've already decided that trying is not an option for you because you can't live without the behavior. So that's when you have to sit back and look at, how do I want my life to look? In 5 years, what is the worst that could have happened to me if I continued on this path for the next 5 years? And what is the best that could happen to me if I change my negative behaviors right now to more positive behaviors, right? So you want to be proactive in setting up your days. Ask yourself, how can you prevent doing the problem behavior tomorrow? And this is a conversation that you're having with yourself at night. Avoiding triggers to the problem behavior is one answer. But what if you can't avoid a person, place, or thing, or emotion? So make a plan that helps you to confront or evade the triggers. This could include preparing a dialogue you say to the person that's your trigger to avoid doing the behavior, walking in another direction to avoid the trigger, as well as hanging out with people who aren't engaged in the problem behavior. Not to mention, also, you want to talk about having these conversations with yourself because you may be the trigger. And your thoughts, like I mentioned earlier in this video, thoughts that you cannot stop doing the problem behavior. And that in itself is a trigger. So if you don't reconstruct those thoughts, the healthier thoughts, or more realistic thoughts for yourself, then you've already doomed yourself in that behavior, right? If the trigger is an emotion, how else can you express this emotion other than the drug, for instance? Sometimes problem behaviors like overeating, cocaine, opioids, alcohol, and gambling are habits people start to avoid feeling a specific negative emotion like fear, anger, pain, anxiety, or loneliness, as well as physical pain, right? Because sometimes people have mental pain. They're in so much anguish that they feel like their mind hurts. And that's different from the physical pain when you have a backache or your hip goes out or your arm goes out, right? That's a different type of pain. And people start to use opioids because of that physical pain. And the pain persists, so the opioid use persists. And one of the things that helps with some pain management is being able to come down from the opioid use to maybe talk therapy to probably help yourself manage or live through some of that pain. Not only exercising, check with your doctor, if exercises can help improve the area of your body that's hurting. Weight loss, if the back or the legs is because of some of the weight that you have, that could be impacting that. So you want to look at all your options to perhaps begin to wean from those opioids with a medical professional, right? These habits or addictive behaviors used during difficult times can become expanded and normalized over time as a way of life. In other words, you do the problem behavior if you're happy, if you're sad, if you have pain, and if you don't have pain. And not just to avoid the negative emotion or to alleviate the pain. The unhealthy habit is now an automatic reply to your physical and emotional experiences. The habit is fulfilling a specific need. What is that need that habit is fulfilling? So you may want to look at the onset of the problem. Try to understand, how did this problem begin? When did I start this problem? And this may help you understand how that specific problem behavior is satisfying what need for you. And along with that, did my needs change over time? And a habit that may have began as a socialized habit has now evolved to something else. What made it evolve to everyday use? What made it evolve to weekly use? So you want to sit down and think about why that need changed. And you want to think about, how can I fulfill that need with healthier strategies? So specifically, you want to make a list of what needs are being met by the problem behavior. What needs were being met in the past? What needs are currently being met now? So when you first started, why did you begin behavior? And these are honest and open dialogues that you have with yourself, because no one else is going to see this list but you. And this will also determine the readiness for you. Do you want to change? If you're able to be open and honest with yourself. Because if you can't be open and honest with yourself, you can't be open and honest with anyone else. So that's a discussion that you want to have. And, making a list of what needs are being met is going to be important. And then you're going to make another list of healthier ways to get those needs being met. Triggers are something that help to incite urges and cravings. So, are you a trigger for your problem behavior? Is it a person, a place, or a thing? Is it your thoughts? Or is it your emotions? These are things that you have to think about and determine how much you want to change that behavior. Remember, I care about you. You are not helpless. You are not hopeless. You forgive yourself. You love yourself. And you are in control of you. And remember to laugh, because laughter improves the mood, right? Ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, and share my videos. Bye.